Let's head across to Arpit Bhatt, Fundamental Research Analyst at HDFC Securities, to understand more with regards to where his topic of the week goes. Welcome to the show, Arpit. HDFC Securities is betting big with regards to where Siemens is concerned. Number one, what is your target price, and then we will go on to the rationale.
Yeah, hi, Hiran. Good morning to all the viewers. So yes, Siemens is what we are betting on. The target price that we have given is 1277 and 1344, which are the sequential targets from here on. And talking about the rationale, one must be knowing that Siemens is a multinational company having operations in India for last 6 decades. It caters to the capital goods and industrial requirements of the private and public sector enterprises. So we are betting big on the private capex recovery and also large value orders inflow post the general elections that are expected to get over by June. So these two are the major things that we think should help establish players like Siemens in India for the coming 3 to 4 quarters.
Right. One word, Arpit, while you're bullish on Siemens, you were explaining to us again how it's looking like. Off late, if I compare to the larger one, the same sector, L&T, the data tells us they surpassed their order inflow guidance for the fourth quarter. It's a matter of time when the company is going to put that in the sort of fourth quarter press release. But when you look at the sentiments, look at the order inflow trends, order pipeline, how is it looking for Siemens? And broadly, what's the trend emerging out?
So if you talk about Siemens, for the previous quarter that was ended, that is December 2018, the order inflow was at around 3,400 crores, which was some 4% up on a year-on-year basis. And their order book currently, the backlog stands at around 13,000 crores. And if we look at the bill-to-book ratio, it's around 0.9.
तुम्ही ज्या व्यक्तीशी बोलत आहात त्यांनी तुमच्या कॉलला होल्ड.
Right, so that's the word at present. We'll see again if we can get Arpit back. But what's the word? Arpit is saying again, Siemens is the top pick of HDFC Securities. Stock is trading around 1150 at present. Their target price is 1277 in about 4 quarters, 1344 in about 6 quarters. So 1277 implies roughly 120 rupees, and that could be a 10% plus upside is what they're looking for the stock here. Now recall what has happened in the industrial segment. The order inflows have been very, very strong for many of the companies in the sector. In fact, I was just telling about again, while the Siemens has been showing some good orders, L&T actually has shown some stellar order inflows. Roughly the reported orders actually have crossed 45,000 crores in the fourth quarter, and that is basically surpassing their own revenue guidance. So industrial sentiment remains strong, and that's why again it was looking like again Siemens basically is emerging out as the top pick from HDFC Securities. At present, the stock is done. Fair to see again. In fact, Arpit is back, I think, if I would guess like that. Arpit, we were just talking about Siemens. I want to ask you, in terms of verticals, which vertical do you think at present is working really well and has the highest order visibility for Siemens?
So vertical-wise, apart from the order book, if I'll have to say, then the mobility segment which is there is expected to do well. Although currently it is around 7.5% of its revenue, with the kind of trust that the government is putting after railways and metro projects that are going on across the country, we expect that to bring about some growth, and that is one of the segments we are betting on. And obviously the power transmission and distribution orders which have been robust for 1 year, the same are expected to continue for the coming fiscal as well.
Right. All right, Arpit. Pleasure speaking to you, and thank you for sharing that view. So Siemens, the topic of the week from HDFC Securities, and clearly it's a buy at the current market price. Add-on declines is the strategy that you could be following. 1,277 is the target price from a 4-quarter horizon, and a 1,344 is the target price from a 6-quarter horizon. The stock has seen gains of almost around a good 20 to 25% as well in the last couple of trading in the last 6 months. 28% is the kind of gains. Last 1 month, 9% is the kind of up move that we've seen. But completely out of time. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of Opening Trade. Up next is Trending Today. Thank you from Piyush and myself.